show where we talk about real film movies, which are both the same thing, but we'll talk about the news and reviews and reviews on film and TV and comic books too. We'd love to hear from you. We hope you enjoy it too. So subscribe to Real Film Podcasts and Reviews.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Real Issues, podcast where we tackle all the real issues in films and TV. Ha ha ha. Almost pull your headphones off. Brilliant. I'm joined by Matt.
Hello.
And Hattie.
Hiya.
And this week we're going to tackle the issue of Wonder Woman and what the DCEU will learn from Wonder Woman and its success. But first, Matt's going to tell you about some of the things that he's been doing this week.
So I've been watching, I went to watch Pirates of the Caribbean #5, which is called, I just said them a minute ago, but Salazar's Revenge, it's called here in the UK, but it's called Dead Men Tell No Tales in America for some reason.
Who is
Not
Salazar?
Sure.
Javier Bardem.
Is Javier Bardem.
But he's not been in the series so far.
No, he's a new character.
So by
by
putting his name in the title is completely meaningless.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that I was...
His sort of thing's all right, actually. His story and the design's really cool because they all like drown at sea and get blown up and stuff. But then they're like cursed because of course they're cursed. No,
isn't that the same as every other film?
Yeah, they're all cursed, so they all look. But they like kind of drown, so the hair's like floating about like it's underwater, which is kind of cool. Right. But this film is fine. If it had come out like a few years earlier, I think it would be bad because it's just the same stuff done over and over again that they've done already in the last like 4 films. But because it's been quite a while since the last one was out, it was actually watchable and enjoyable at some points, and at least this one follows on from the original trilogy, unlike the 4th one, which was really random. But Johnny Depp is not very good in this film.
Is Johnny Depp good anyway?
Yeah, as Jack Sparrow, he's Oscar nominated.
What?
In The Black Pearl, he got nominated for an Oscar.
No.
He's actually really good in that film, and like Jack Sparrow's like a good character in that film. Whereas
have
now
you watched
in film,
any of them?
I watched the first one, and the other 2, which are the same. And then I don't care.
The first one, I really like the first one. I don't mind the second. I don't mind the second 2 either. But
I haven't watched them in so long now.
Also known as the second and third one.
Yeah, they've got some good stuff in him. But yeah, he's like, considering he was the one thing it had going for it. And like some of them, he's just become like falling over and drinking rum, and it's like Johnny Depp's doing like an impression of himself, doing an impression of Jack Sparrow rather than actually playing the role, which is sad. And then there's some really horrible de-aging stuff as well.
Oh, everyone's doing that.
No.
It's really, really bad. Like when he's not talking, it looks fine. Then he starts talking. He's like pulling face. They're trying to make it pulled, like weird Jack Sparrow-esque facial expressions, and they obviously haven't got the animation for it, and it just looks really bad. But that film's fine. If you like the others, you'll probably like that one as well. But it's not gonna do anything for you.
Gonna write a review?
I might just do a video one of the trailer because I can't bother writing a full one, I don't think. So I might just talk over the trailer. I just went to see Alien Covenant, which was a better film. Still flawed in some areas. Like it goes from things are kind of intriguing to all out bloodfest. Everybody's dying within the space of about 30 seconds, which is a bit too quick. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was asked some interesting questions on the back of the Prometheus one, which left kind of everything unanswered. Michael Fassbender's good in it. The main woman's good in it. I can't remember her name right now. She was in Fantastic Beasts.
It's her. That's where I know her.
Yeah.
She was in the Steve Jobs film as well. Let me find out her name.
Which Steve Jobs film?
The one with Michael Fassbender as well. That's actually I actually watched that again recently. That is an amazing film. Like that film did not get the recognition that it deserves. Catherine Waterston, she's called. She's very good in it. Yeah, I liked it. I think some people criticised it, going, "All these people are really, really stupid." And I went in expecting to be sat there going, why are all these scientists just idiots? But they go through like quite a horrible time in like the first 5 minutes because they're all in cryosleep and they're all woken up under bad circumstances, so they're all shocked. And then it's actually the soldiers that are a bit stupid at the start that kick everything off. So I didn't find it too unbelievable like some people have. So yeah, it was all right. That I don't really know how to like to say if you liked Alien, you'd like this because I've never seen the original Aliens, but
it's embarrassing for you.
Yeah, that's embarrassing for you.
Well, you only watched them like a week ago, so I don't know what you're
I'm going to cut this out so nobody knows.
No, so nobody knows. But yeah, I enjoyed.
Good. We've been watching. We'll mention The Keepers.
The Keepers.
Oh yeah,
on Netflix.
That as well. Yeah, I've been watching
creepy
Netflix.
as shit.
Yeah, although none of it that's surprising. I mean, maybe
it's
Catholic
just priests, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, Catholic priests, and you kind of know exactly what kind of road we're going down.
Because we've seen Spotlight, it's kind of like this is just before. Well, not just before, but like quite a bit.
Well,
before.
like all the trial, the whole like trial came out the same around just before Spotlight. Like the actual events were way before that.
Yeah, they're like 20 years before.
So when it was all being investigated properly.
But yeah, it's just super creepy.
It's kind of like if you've liked Making a Murder, if you've liked Serial and stuff like true crime stuff, like you probably like it. It's not quite as engaging.
Town as Serial.
It's Baltimore, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not quite as engaging as Serial or Making a Murder, I don't think.
No, I don't think it's as well like made.
No, and the people in it aren't as interesting either. Like I found the two lawyers in Making a Murder were just like
they were so engaging and like explaining the whole process was really interesting. Whereas there doesn't seem to be as much process in this. It's more about
it's be like, oh, we're going to talk about this for this episode. Down next, then soon, like people will pay for 2 episodes and they're back, but still pretty. Yeah, it's interesting.
It's just good to like talk
enjoyable.
About these
then
things.
I'm like, it's not enjoyable.
It's not enjoyable. It's not fun.
It's
not one
fun.
like I'm like. I need to go and watch it. Like Making a Murder was like we need.
Yeah,
we were
watched
binging
it in
that like so much. Like, we need to watch it next. We need to know what happens next. Whereas this, you kind of know what happens next. Like it doesn't feel as shocking or as because we kind of know what Catholic priests are like. But
I guess the shocking element of it is the widespread sort of nature of it and how high up it goes. But we already know that. So
yeah, dodgy priests. That's about it.
Paedophilia is wrong, and I don't care who knows it.
Whether you're a priest or not.
It's a radical opinion.
It is.
I'm going to stay neutral. No.
I'm Bobby Newport 2.0.
That's about it, isn't it? We also saw Wonder Woman, which we're going to talk about right now.
Yeah.
So our question this week is, what will the DCEU learn from Wonder Woman's success? Or will it learn anything at all? So this question came to me basically because we get this a lot where like a film is a success and then kind of studios kind of learn like all the wrong lessons from it. So if you think of like Deadpool and like R-rated films, people are now like, oh, let's do an R-rated film, let's do an R-rated comic book film, we need to do R-rated, let's do stuff R-rated, it works, it can make money. And it's like the fact that it was R-rated was not why Deadpool was a success.
No.
And like shared universes, everyone's looks at Marvel, think let's do a shared universe.
Oh, like the whole split thing.
Yeah, it's like everyone's now got to have like more than one film in their universe, and it's all kind of. And that I was just about to mention that the Mummy's come out to predictably 2 and 3 star reviews. Yeah, it looks generic shite.
Just got a sexy mummy.
It's got Russell Crowe in it, Rob.
I don't care.
World's greatest actor.
He is the world's greatest actor, but it's got Tom Cruise, the world's worst man in it.
What's Russell Crowe done that's good?
Gladiator.
The Nice Guys.
Nice Guys.
Yeah, no, I do like The Nice Guys.
Gladiator is a fantastic film.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Whatever.
Shut up. Also, like Avatar 3D. Who like buzzing about 3D, and everyone's like, "Oh, we all need to do 3D." No one gives a shit about 3D. No one cares.
It's still not become the norm thing of just like going to 3D.
It's like let's learn about this.
It's not overtaken.
Maybe Avatar did success because it was 3D. I don't know, but everyone's kind of learnt the wrong thing from these things. So the question is, will DC learn the right things from Wonder Woman?
What are the right things to learn?
Should embrace
talk about
core values of the character. Embrace heroism, optimism.
Yeah, I had this note down as well.
Make your heroes actually heroic and not stupid and angry for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put
coherent plot.
Yeah, I down there's more to heroes than just making them dark and edgy. Like you don't have to try and make them complex.
But
it's
even
fine
like
to have them as someone that wants to do good.
Even like in The Dark Knight, though, like that's a dark, gritty film, but Batman in it is a symbol of like hope and optimism and good.
Yeah.
So you still need to have your hero actually want to be a good guy.
Yeah.
No matter how dark and edgy and complex they are, they still need to have that kind of motivation to actually be a hero. Matt has no words.
What?
I said you have no words.
Well, I have no words. I have lots of words.
I just left a space for you to fill.
Well, you keep freezing. So.
Yeah, you froze as well.
Yeah, I said all that about Batman. I'll keep going.
Power on through.
Pretend this is all going fine. Theresa May it. That's what I'm going to do. Strong and stable.
Strong and stable podcasting.
And also, it turns out that women can actually make films. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, women can make films.
And women can be role models for people.
Surely not.
Craziness, right?
Please
but will
to me.
DC kind of take these things and in Justice League decide to turn Superman into an actual hero and not like an emo, and Batman into like not an idiot but also someone who fights for justice and what's right? Are we going to get these heroes in Justice League, or are they just going to...
No, because Justice League's already been shot, so it's a bit late for them to alter Justice League based on the back of...
They did it with Suicide Squad, and look how that turned out, Matt.
Yeah. Maybe they'll do a Suicide Squad on it.
No. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
That's something they should have learned, to not do that. Because it did well.
What bad things?
Joss Whedon's come in to write a few scenes for Justice League.
Before
Before Zack Snyder left, Joss Whedon was in to write some pickups, so maybe.
Yeah, it's a horrible situation.
Yeah, it's not nice.
No.
Yeah, I was going to slag Zack Snyder off a bit, but I'll leave it.
Yeah. But what could they run with that isn't the right thing to run with?
Slow motion. That's what they do. Everything's going to be slow. The whole movie's just going to be like 6 hours long because it's all going to play like half speed because that looks sick apparently.
I really liked all the stunts that she did. Some of the fight scenes were great, but yeah,
some of them were great. But it's like every like stunt she did was slow mo. Maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Not every single one. It's just.
It was a bit much, wasn't it? It was kind of like Zack Snyder had done it when he used to love slow mo like 5 years ago.
It was Zack Snyder from like mid 2000s.
Yeah, it was like slow mo it all.
It looks so cool. Look at that cool.
Yeah, I really like some of the action sequences.
I did like a lot of them. Yeah.
I liked the way they had her fighting. It seemed really like visceral and masculine, which was nice. Not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fighting.
Yeah.
I think like one of the things they should learn is that these fight sequences are so much better when they're based on proper sets. Like the one in the trenches, like looked mainly like set pieces and stuff. At least some of it did anyway, and that was like so much better than the end one where it's just fire in the background.
Should we point out full spoilers as well, probably?
Yeah, full Wonder Woman spoilers, yeah.
We probably should sort of say whether we liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it,
we liked it.
Yeah, we liked it.
We gave it a decent review on the site. Check that out if you want a review rather than a discussion, but...
Yeah.
I think what they've stuck with, something that, I don't know when they learnt it, but Marvel have the same thing, is that they need to have some sort of world-ending battle at the end, despite it being in the midst of the war to end all wars on Earth. They need to have like some sort of ultra war on top of it that's somehow more important.
Yeah, I feel like this is something that they've definitely got to start learning at some point. That again, like
it's shit boring.
It's just boring. And I think all the reviews that I've listened to or read have all been like, yeah, we like the middle bit and really enjoy that, and then you just get bored in the last.
It's like the No Man's Land sequence is so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Because it means something, doesn't it? It's like her going, there's these people suffering, and I'm going to go and do something about it because I've got the power to do something about it. And she inspires people, whereas the fight with like Ares at the end is just them kind of going, it's a bit like we had that fight with the German. Yeah, we had that guy in the shed thing fighting, but that wasn't that good. So that wasn't that big. So let's get a big big fight sequence going, lots of fire and throwing things and jumping.
On a car parking lot somewhere.
Yeah, it's like that's not what we want.
That's what I've got down as well as my notes. Is they're gonna keep doing this if you keep making, because it's easy. It's like artistically, it's not difficult. It's like, oh, we've got a big powerful guy. How do we end it? We can't think of an imaginative way to do this apart from a massive big
explosion.
Punch-up. Yeah. But it's not even like, it's like my issue with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 as well.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
It's not even like, somehow they stripped all the personality out of
and
that.
It's not even visually interesting.
No, it's not. But like, if you think like the Joker and Batman at the end of Dark Knight, and even like Batman and Two-Face, like how much action's in that? Hardly any.
Yeah, like the actual...
Like it's all about the character interaction at the end.
Well, that's
what it's all about, and that's why it's interesting. We don't want a 20-minute bust up.
Like in Wonder Woman, the interesting conflicts are the ones between Wonder Woman and what's his face, man guy, friend, kissy guy.
That's very offensive.
Chris Pine. They have this frustration between the two of them about like whether war is fought on a sort of global scale or individually. That's an interesting conflict to explore. So it was nice when they were doing that sort of thing where she was sort of understanding war from his point of view, and then he was understanding it from her point of view of like every person is equally valuable. But then also there's the sort of, even if they did go with the whole Ares thing, which I don't know whether it was necessarily useful for the story, their conflict in ideologies was way more interesting than their conflict physically, because they're both gods.
Yeah, it was where he was like, it's not, they're not, I've not corrupted them.
Yeah, they're already corrupted. I'm just showing you how corrupt they are. Yeah. It's like, that's way more interesting than having them like beat each other up until one of them dies, because I don't care about that. I don't care who's stronger. I care whose argument is more valid and who can make a better point.
Yeah, like I thought the best scene in the film was just after she thought she'd killed Ares and she was with Steve Taylor, that's what he's called, isn't it? And
Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor, yeah.
Steve Taylor's a footballer.
Is he?
I think so.
It's a name. First name, last name.
Yeah, anyway, that scene where she was like, should have ended, it's like, and he was like, well, I can't explain it to you, but this is what people are like. Maybe it is just bad people. We're just bad. But some of them are worth saving and stuff. And that was the best scene in the film for me. Because I thought, I didn't want any more after that.
Yeah,
I was
same.
like, that's like emotional conflict of her her being like idealistic about it all, going, I need to kill Ares. And then realizing that humans are like flawed and like, especially in the current political climate, it's kind of like quite poignant, really. And then it's like, oh no, that's not enough. We've got to have a big punch up because that's what people want. It's like, that's not what people want.
It's what some people want, isn't it? I've seen a lot of people like on Twitter saying the end was amazing. Like,
really?
Just show that like she shows all the power at the end. It's like, I don't care.
I don't care how powerful.
I've seen like legitimate people. I've seen people I respect don't like that bit. People I don't respect, for some reason, I'm still following, or someone like retweets or like the Wonder Woman page or retweet.
So any listeners, you know whether you're respected or not.
Yeah. This is the litmus test. If you like the last 20 minutes of Wonder Woman, then you're fucking idiots.
It's not in the last 20 minutes. That's like 10.
10.
Yeah, just that fight.
And that CGI shot at the end as well really fucks me off.
Which one?
The one she jumps off the thing and it looks awful.
Jumps off what thing?
Whatever tower she's on at the end, and then she jumps off it.
Oh. And
it's like she's flying, but it's awful.
Yeah.
There's a few really bad CGI shots in that film, actually.
Actually. It was all the travelly bits, wasn't it? When they were travelling places. Movement stuff. I know what I mean.
That's good, isn't it? Would you like to share it with the rest of us?
For a podcast.
Yeah.
Not going to share it?
I don't know how else to explain it.
Do you think it was good for feminism?
Yeah, yay feminism.
The biggest opening weekend by a female director in history.
I didn't know.
Because she's the only woman to actually direct a film, as we're constantly being told, aren't we?
Yeah, she's breaking new ground.
There's not like, Catherine Bigelow and stuff like that, who was making films like however long ago and winning Oscars for them and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, there's not many, so it's kind of right that we do kind of make a point of it, but it's been so overkill. It's like, oh, look, women can do it. It just seems a bit patronising.
Yeah, it's really
like the whole like overhype. It's got like so much hype as well for a film that's good. Like I think I'd rank this like mid-tier Marvel.
I
wouldn't put it. It's nowhere near Civil War or
upper mid. Yeah, it's not near Civil War or Winter Soldier. But I'd say it's around the Avengers.
People are treating this as like a groundbreaking film and like
game changer.
And I suppose for like a woman, like, but even like on film maybe, but Wonder Woman is like a character with 75 years of history. She's as big as Batman and Superman. Is it in comic book readers?
It shouldn't be seen as such a surprise that it's done well.
Yeah, it's weird. It seems like it's getting more hype because it's woman led, which like even like Chris Evans and Mark Ruffalo have been like tweeting Patty Jenkins about it. And I'm like, it's kind of nice, but you wouldn't do that for any other film that was good. It's a good film.
Yeah.
But it's pretty paint by numbers.
But then, do you reckon they need to do that to get more people to realise that women can do it and they can invest in it?
I don't think audiences think that they can't.
No, but if what the fuck was that? But if people aren't investing in female directors or sort of studios aren't running with it because they're worried about, you know what I mean? Maybe it just sort of reinforces that.
That's a good point.
It is definitely true.
Maybe do you reckon they'll learn that from this though?
Well, that's it.
It
shouldn't be just like a female did a good film, let's get another female in. It should just be like,
we're not interchangeable.
Whoever's the best at the job, whoever's best at this film. But like, it isn't like a problem. Like, I've been on film and TV sets and stuff, and it is mainly men in the higher up,
sausage party
roles.
You kind of see that everywhere, though, to be honest.
Yeah, but it is particularly bad in film, but like in TV and stuff. But it is getting better, I think. Like slowly, like it's getting there that people are working their way up because a lot more women are like studying media nowadays and getting in those roles.
There's a lot more ways to get in as well, like on sort of internet-led platforms and stuff like that. So
yeah, exactly.
True. And also, it's quite nice to see, like a woman character who's like a lead character, but isn't like a complete bitch. Like, do you know when people say like a strong female character, and it's usually like a woman who's just acting like a dickhead of a man?
Yeah,
that's usually what people say. It's like a strong female character who's actually got different assets, different emotions, a complex.
Can be naive
I'm actually talking.
And
if you're just going to talk over
like
me, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, I was joining in, but whatever. She has feminine flaws, and they're not all taken out because they're scared that she's going to be too feminine and seem weak. So she's naive, and she's like optimistic, and those aren't removed to make her sort of strong and masculine.
She's not stupid.
No.
Either.
She's naive.
No, but I was quite worried
sweet.
that she would be stupid at the start when she says like certain things. I'm like, oh, you're going to make her an absolute idiot, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was naive to the right level. Do you know what I mean? She's lived on this island, just surrounded by women, and not primitive culture, but not like human culture for her entire life. Yeah. And then so her kind of naivety was completely understandable because everything she'd like learn out of like books. But it was quite cool how they did it that she had studied things and she'd read about pretty much everything. So she kind of knew about it but didn't really know about it in a sort of real life sense, like the boat trip with her and stuff. And he's trying to say about sex, and then she's like, yeah, I know all about it. I've read all the books on it.
Read all the books. It sounds
stuff like
a creepy guy on like a first date.
I've read all the books on it.
I know about all the sex. But
then as well, she's
read
like
things on the internet.
She's not scared
and
to
lots of research.
Wander around in that office and like say, why aren't they listening to this guy? And like interrupting and getting her voice heard and stuff.
Yeah, I liked how they kind of, there was like really subtle things actually as well. Do you know, like she was like a strong character, and even though Steve wasn't like a patronizing misogynist person, it's quite interesting the stuff they did to keep it in, do you know, like the context of the time.
Yeah, well, like the
always like put his arm on her arm or like round her to like guide her somewhere and everything. I thought that was kind of a cool little touch actually, to do with like how they dealt with that. Like, they didn't want to make her look weak, but at the same time it was like, we've got to be appropriate for the time that this film is set. We're keeping you up.
Yeah, you are.
Keeping you up. You like touched on this before, but I had the point of like telling a simple story like well is better than trying to tell something overly complex and convoluted just because you think you've got to. Like, I think DC have done this thing of going, Marvel do the kind of simple-ish stuff and they get it right every time. We're going to try and do something clever and cool, and
instead something really stupid.
Yeah, something really stupid that they've not really thought through, like the whole, we're going to have a bad guy manipulating these two heroes, or we're going to have a twist where the Suicide Squad are coming to collect Amanda Waller for no reason, and you kind of like,
there's no need for that.
You're adding those like convoluted things just because you feel like you've got to add them in, and this like threw one in at the end, but thankfully it's in the last like 10 minutes or so. Like the rest of it,
it made like no sense as well.
Yeah, the rest of it.
There was no reason for Ares to be that specific character.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved it when they showed him like coming down from like Olympus or whatever, and he like lands on the ground. Then he looks up and he's got that magnificent tash.
Yeah,
the audience literally laughed. It's like, that's not the reaction you're supposed to have.
Yeah, I'm glad that it was on the last like 10 minutes or so, but like the rest of it was just, as you say, pretty by the book, just, standard origin story. But I thought, because it reminded me of like Thor in quite a few ways, obviously. Because
it's like Thor and Captain America, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a mixture of those two. And like, that's fine. I enjoyed those elements of it. And I thought it was fun, good action. And it wasn't trying to be anything overly complex. It just did the simple stuff well. And that's a lot better than trying something clever and
getting it wrong.
Yeah, getting it wrong.
It's going to happen if Zack Snyder's writing scripts.
Yeah, because like we've always said, if a film's dumb but it knows it's dumb, that's a lot less irritating than a film that thinks it's clever and is dumb.
I saw something. What did I see?
I saw something that DC films have done.
I saw a meme before. Do you know the bit in Batman v Superman where Jesse Eisenberg's like, it's a word too. It's a word that's too big for tiny minds or something like that. Psychotic is just for tiny minds.
Yeah.
Someone's like, when someone says Batman v Superman is dumb, this film is like too big for tiny minds or something like. You're a fucking idiot, mate. You really do one.
Although I would say that
there's nothing clever about that.
In
film.
our previous episode, we did say if you didn't like it, you didn't get it about one particular film. And I feel like maybe if people use that argument against
which film did we
about La La Land?
La La Land.
It's different.
But then they might say,
we're right.
Yeah, like we were right in that instance, and they're wrong
because
in this one.
we explained why La La Land was clever. No one can explain to me why Batman v Superman is clever because it's not.
If you can, please write in.
Yeah, explain to me why Jesse Eisenberg's notes to Batman was somehow a genius sort of metaphor for something. I don't know. But yeah.
Crazy.
Explain to me why the world's greatest detective is tricked by a man writing a few notes on a bit of newspaper.
He's getting old, isn't he?
Yeah, a guy leaves his we just lying about.
Yeah, that's weird. And everybody's mother has the same name.
I mean, that's not their fault, to be fair.
I didn't realise that was canon, to be honest.
It was their fault.
They'd literally changed the name.
Yeah, I thought they'd literally changed the name. Anyway,
in a previous episode.
It was their fault how they used it.
So do we think they're going to learn good lessons? Keep it.
Well, Justice League won't change on the back of this because it's already pretty much done.
Do you think Justice League will change based on the Batman v Superman? I think it looks more humorous.
Yeah.
Then had Wonder
it looks
Woman
like there's going to be a lot
on the back of that.
Probably not, I don't think. But it looks like there's still going to be an awful lot of CGI in Batman v Superman, doesn't it?
Yeah. When I saw Wonder Woman, they had the trailer before it.
No, did they? We didn't.
I just didn't like. I know we discussed it when it came out, but I kind of liked it even less seeing it.
Yeah, I liked it first time because I was kind of excited.
And then I was kind of like looking at it and stuff, and I was like,
and now I'm just like, yeah, it's so broy. It's too much broy.
I'm just upset because it's going to ruin some of the best casting.
It kind of looks like they've gone for like a Fast and Furious kind of vibe of just let's make this really kind of cool instead of actually like intelligent.
That's a shame.
I'm not saying like Marvel films are intelligent. They're just
because they're big blockbusters.
Probably Winter Soldier probably is quite an intelligent film.
Well, they're all different genres, aren't they? That's the whole point of it. Is you can still be a diverse film.
Like the Dark Knight trilogy is such a clever trilogy, and like I'm really sad we're not going to have a Batman film that good, like ever again.
Yeah. I'm really sad that we're
Ben
wasting,
Affleck, who I think is like brilliant as well.
Batfleck. He's like the best casting for Batman, and I think Ezra Miller is really good for Flash.
Gal Gadot's really good as well.
Yeah.
I thought she was a lot better than I thought she'd be.
I thought she was going to be really wooden. All I've seen her really in is a Turkish Airlines ad in the middle of
it's like people going
Batman versus Superman.
People going about how great she was in Batman v Superman. She was the best part of that film. Like,
She was like on a plane,
She
and
was
then she
in,
did
like-
some like, yeah,
it's 5 minutes of it. Most of it was a CGI version of her.
yeah.
She was fine.
But she,
But
yeah,
like,
she
and
was
her
really good in this.
filmography as well is less than impressive.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Fast
then
and Furious, some
I-
of the shite.
It's good to have somebody that's an up and comer though, isn't it?
It is. I mean, she's still not like the best actress in the world, but she's kind of embodies that role really well.
There were some people
Yeah,
sort of criticising
well.
her sort of physicality, saying that she was too sort of slim and model-like to be an Amazonian. But I mean,
Yeah, I think like there was like a few stories when she got the role, people were moaning about that, and apparently she's put on like a load of weight for it. Like I don't know how thin she was before, but
It's really sad though, isn't it? When like
you can't win, can you?
people go on about how this film's like empowering for women and stuff, and then you've got people going, "Oh, but she's the wrong body type for this." And you just
Yeah.
go, like, you can't have it both ways. Like, you can't think this film is like empowering for women, but also body
criticise the
shape.
technique,
Yeah,
physique,
Yeah, I mean-
physique. That's the word.
yeah, the physique of the lead actress.
Yeah, it's completely
Like-
misunderstanding like the whole point of
Yeah,
empowerment.
it wasn't like she was stood there and I was going, God, she's tiny compared to all these other people.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, she looks like she fits in here. Like,
I mean, yeah, she's like a goddess. She's
I
gonna
liked that
look
she
quite
Yeah.
good,
she
isn't
wasn't like overly sexualized in terms of what she wore either,
No,
which was good. It
Yeah.
wasn't like loads of lingering shots on bums and boobs, which you do kind of like. It happens all the time, even in animated cartoons of comic book.
Like the Killing
It lingers on the boobs and it lingers on the bum, and it's like, seriously, how do people not
there was a
notice
bit
this
where
every
like
single
she
time
dives in the water
to get him?
to get him, and it looks like it's gonna pan round to
Yeah.
a butt, and it doesn't. I was like, oh, I'm glad they didn't do that.
I mean, you're disappointed.
No, I was like, I'm glad. Thought it was gonna be like a really kind of garish like butt
Yeah,
shot.
just-
I was like, this is gonna be weird.
No, but it was really nice. Like, I noticed the absence of it, which made me realise how much it happens because it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. Good for feminism.
Anything else you want to say?
no, just DC probably won't, but they should learn from this.
What should they learn from this then? Let's do a quick recap.
Make it simple, but
Yeah.
do it well.
Or you can make it clever and well if you want. But
Yeah,
don't do
yeah.
clever and bad.
Just make it good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a good film. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, write in and tell them. I bet they're really keen to get that insight.
Yeah. More
Embrace heroics.
Yeah, embrace like optimism and hope.
Yeah,
even
invest
if it's
in the
dark.
characters.
Yeah, don't just think making them sad and mopey it makes them complex.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dark and edgy. Don't do that. No more CGI third act fire fest things. Let's stop that. Let's get some practical sets in there. Get some real fire. You know, pyrotechnics are fun.
Just set someone on fire and just make them
Real
run
fire
around.
in there. It's all good. Don't just do fake fire all the time.
So that's what they should learn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What
will they learn?
What will
make
they
it
learn?
good.
They're gonna do a shitload of slow mo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have like too much sentiment now? Do they think people are gonna love it so much that we're gonna just make it? Because I thought at times borderline this was quite like the last line, which is like "Love will save the world." I was like, that's gone too
Yeah,
far for me.
that's-
That made me feel a little bit sick.
But love will save the world.
Is that not gonna be a thing?
I
Like
don't
Batman
understand
is
what
gonna-
you find wrong about that statement.
It's gonna be like, I killed him through love. It's like, that's why I didn't kill you. Clark, I didn't kill you.
I'm kind of interested about seeing more of her with some of the other DCEU characters. DCEU? Yeah, that's right.
DCEU.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested to see how she interacts with them now that we've seen more of her. And
She's like, you guys are dickheads.
I'm just hoping we get some more character time because we haven't had very much character time.
I
with
feel
any
like
of
we're
the
just going to get
characters, apart from her.
bro stuff. I feel like they're not going to learn anything. They're just going to learn
That's
bro.
really sad though.
Wonder Woman 2 might be good.
What about the Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy
Oh, yeah.
offshoot? Is that Joss Whedon?
Gotham
isn't
City
it?
Siren. Batgirl.
Oh, Batgirl.
Oh, yeah,
He's
they've got
doing-
Joss Whedon. Maybe they are learning.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm willing to accept they might
Who's
learn.
doing the Harley Quinn and
That's
Poison
David
Ivy?
Ayer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. We don't
Don't know
know.
about
Have they
that.
learned?
So it's going to
That'll be
be
soft porn.
I feel like they
it's going
kind
to
of
be bum shots, and
Yeah.
they probably will make out at some point.
I feel like they're going down two very different routes here
Yeah.
with Joss Whedon and Patty Jenkins and
And
the
then
female-led things, and then they've got the David Ayer, Zack Snyder bro kind of stuff. It's like,
Well,
someone-
you know what though? It's like
but then,
like
and,
when
then, and then they've
Lego-
also got like the Matt Reeves and Ben Affleck, quite serious filmmaker. Like
But it's like
make
when
this
Lego
coherent.
when Lego brought out Lego Friends for girls, or like when Disney brought out Star Wars so that they could market stuff to boys as well as girls. It's just like, well, they're doing the female-led stuff so that the girls will keep happy, and then they're doing the macho bro stuff for all the bros in it, covering all
that's
the bases.
what they're doing. That's what DC will learn. We'll just
That's-
do a bit of
They're
everything. and
learning
hope
how
it,
to do
something
segregation.
sticks. We'll throw it all at the
because why
wall.
not?
See what
Yeah.
sticks.
What stuff are they making for people that actually like good films, though?
Oh,
Exactly.
so
Well,
now for what?
That's where it all
Yeah.
falls apart, because I haven't realised that men and women are capable of liking the same things when they're good.
Yeah,
It's just good
like Wonder
stuff.
Woman.
Yeah.
Like Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
You did well, DC.
Yeah. Try again.
Yeah,
More of this.
Bravo.
please.
Try again. You did
Try
well,
again.
but try harder.
Yeah.
Try again with the rest
Still
of it.
not good enough.
You're on
That
the
was
right
good.
path.
We should
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
on a high. It was good. We
Yeah.
enjoyed it. We all had a good time.
We
Good,
enjoyed
good
it.
character.
I saw it twice, 2 days in a row.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might go and watch it again.
It was. I preferred it
preferred it
second time.
second
I always
time, didn't
prefer
you?
film second time, apart from
Yeah.
Rogue One,
Yeah.
which maybe wants to kill people second time. But
Oh,
and
dear.
Suicide Squad. I saw that twice.
You saw that
and Batman v
twice?
Superman.
Why did you,
You saw-
torture yourself so much?
It's your Suicide Squad
Because I was
twice.
like, it can't be that bad, and then it was.
No, it
was
is.
worse.
Did you get all the way through on the second viewing?
Well, I went to cinema, so yeah.
Oh God, I got like half an hour into it and just turned it off. I think I might have put the keepers on instead.
I need
was
something
like-
better, something lighter.
Yeah, just a documentary on Catholic priests molesting people was better than Suicide Squad.
I mean,
I think
Do you
that's
think
more
the-
about
do you
you than
Yeah, do you think they'll put that on the box? Special edition
what for the keepers.
for the
Better than
keepers.
Suicide Squad. Would watch.
that's the weirdest endorsement ever.
That's probably it then.
Yeah.
Best way to help us out if you like the show is to rate and review us on iTunes. Help us find some more audience. You can also share us with your friends. That's probably another good way. We've got 3 episodes out on this new launch. Please stop dancing. This is weird. Yes, so we've got 3 new episodes out. We've got the Batman vs Superman, what if their mums didn't have the same name? We have the La La Land casting episode, and then we have this one. And next week, we'll have a different episode. Not the same one.
To be confirmed.
To be confirmed. Maybe Matt can do the next one. He's got some ideas. Matt's got issues.
Yeah.
So that's it from us this week. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.